Are you about to attend your very first EDC Orlando? Or maybe you're thinking about going next year? Well, if you are, listen up. This will be my 4th year at EDC Orlando, and I'm here to help you, give you some tips and tricks and ways to have fun and navigate your very first EDCO. All right, so let's talk about pre-festival prep first. So the first thing you want to do is obviously buy your ticket, book your accommodations, transportation, and all of that. Now, the easiest way to do that if you've never been to EDCO is to go through the Insomniac website, and from there, they have a list of recommended hotels and some that are on the shuttle line. So that'll kind of just take care of everything for you. It's just to book a hotel with them on the shuttle line, and then it will get you to and from the festival. Super easy. So now it's up to you if you decide to do the Airbnb route, either driving yourself to and from the festival or taking a rideshare like Uber. It's not that hard to get in and out. There's usually parking lots around the surrounding areas. I have rented a car before and I've taken the shuttle. I just prefer the shuttle and the hotels that Insomniac provides. I feel safer and I just like being around other ravers as well and just having the transportation just taken care of. All right, so let's talk about outfits. So a lot of people do go ahead and dress up at EDCO. That's what makes it so fun. So this is an example of what I'm gonna wear one of the days, just like a comfortable little bodysuit. This is from Shop Delfina, by the way. So dressing up, if that's what you wanna do, go ahead. But also a lot of people also just go really casual too. So you decide to wear what you feel most comfortable in. If you wanna dress up, great. And if you don't, then don't. Making candy is optional. You don't have to do it, or if you don't like doing it, then don't do it. But I like to make candy when I remember to. I'm really bad about doing it just because I think it's fun, and just to be able to, hand these out. It's a great way to meet people. So this year I actually did make a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be handing out little perler earrings, necklaces, things like that. And also I made these really cool glasses that I'm just gonna hand out to people like at meetups and when we're trading candy. It's a really fun way to connect and spread plur. So if candy is your thing, or if you want to give it a shot, go ahead and make some. And it's okay if you don't. People will still trade you if you want a piece of candy and you let somebody know like, hey, it's my first time, but I've never, I don't have any. Like, people will gladly give you candy. Okay, another pre-festival tip is to download the Insomniac app. Thankfully, in this day and age, every festival comes with an app that comes with the map, frequently asked questions, and all the set times, stages, and all of that make up the lineup. So what I like to do is go in there, read the lineup, and select every single person that I like, know, recognize, and would like to see. And then it condenses down for me in my little favorites section. So from there, you also want to take a screenshot of the map and your set times, because sometimes the service may be bad inside the festival and the app may not load. So it's good just to have screenshots of the map of the festival so you can see where everything's at, and then the artists that you specifically want to see. Okay, so before you go, you want to properly pack your rave bag if you're taking a backpack or a purse or anything like that. So this is the one that I usually take to every single festival. And I don't have everything in here that I would normally take, but I'm just going to show you a few things. So I did start taking a little lock just for extra security. There's just been a lot more like pickpockets lately. So just to be extra safe, let's see, take a charging bank. You're gonna be there for hours and you don't want to have your phone die halfway through. So for one, show up with a fully charged phone, but two, also take a charging bank. In here, wristband. So you should already have this on the day of the festival. Wait till the day of the festival to put your wristband on. Don't wanna forget that. And then in here, so I usually carry like something small like this to put like my money in. I don't take like my full wallet or anything like that. I just take maybe like my ID, the hotel card, a credit card, debit card, a little bit of cash. So I just keep everything in a small little coin purse. This in here has my earplugs in it. So I've been raving for 10 years and I didn't start wearing earplugs until this year. It's awful. I have like ringing in my ears sometimes. Protect your ears. You need this stuff. And I wish I would have started 10 years ago, not now trying to make up for lost time. So that's all the things that I have in here for right now, but I am gonna put more. So since I don't have a hydration pack, I do carry a water bottle. So I take one from home. If you don't have a water bottle or a hydration pack, you can buy a plastic water bottle there and then just keep refilling it with the free water stations. In your backpack, you can also put hand sanitizer, wipes, gum, a mirror, chapstick, things like that. Whatever you need to feel comfortable, put in this bag. You're gonna be there for a while. All right, so let's get to the nitty gritty, the actual festival part of EDCO. So I try to get there a little bit early for a number of reasons. Even though I've been 4 times and I know the layout of everything, because it's pretty much the same every year, I still just like to get there early to be able to just walk comfortably around the venue and just to be sure of everything. So you want to get there early or slightly early to be able to walk the entirety of the festival grounds. So to see where everything's at, where the stages are, especially the ones that you know that you want to be at some point for a set. Find out where the bathrooms are, where the bars are, where the free water station is, where merch is if you want to buy stuff, where food, where resting places are, and most importantly, where the medics are, just in case you yourself at some point may need a medic, or if you see somebody in distress that may need a medic at some point. Going early also gives you the opportunity to take really amazing photos. So my friend, the crazy rave chick, goes really early, but she's able to get these really stunning photos because it's daylight, or you get the golden hour sunset vibes. And also she brought up a good point about going early, is that it's less crowded. So when you're in these cool spots taking photos, there's less people behind you like getting in the way. So I like to get there early just to be able to take some good Instagram shots and you know, TikTok content, things like that. And then also too, because earlier in the day there's less people, so you could still be able to, like, if you want to do funny trends on TikTok, you still have access to all your sounds and be able to use the app and stuff like that. If you're with a group of friends, upon arrival you want to establish a meeting spot and meeting times, because if you stay with your group the whole night, great, good for y'all, but there may be times that some of you guys want to split up, see different sets, just do different things. And so you want to be able to meet up at some point at least by the end of the night before you leave. And because you can't always depend on service working or not, or text going through late or not going through at all, it's just best just to have a meeting spot. So determine that upon arrival. And if you're there alone, you can kind of take the same precautions. So make note of the entrance that you came in. Is that the way that you want to go out? You know, go and check to see where other exits and entrances are, or I guess it's the same word, points of entry are. Because the Uber may have dropped you off at one, but you realized a different one would have just been more convenient. So it's just good to know those things as well, and to prepare for the next day if you also want to go through a different point of entry. Okay, so you're in the festival, you have your meeting spots decided, you've seen where everything that you needed to see is at, you know what stages you want to be at. So it's time to start seeing your artists, your favorite DJs, the sets. So here's the thing though. There are so many artists within this lineup that it's nearly impossible to see everybody that you want to see, unless you've only selected a few. But for me, when I make my favorites list, I mentioned it before, I select everybody that I know, that I like, that I love, that I've heard of, and that I definitely want to see. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna see all of those people. Some of them could be way earlier in the day, like I'm just not gonna get there at 2 o'clock kind of thing. Or I have 3 different going on at one time. So I could either split up the time or just decide to pick one. So there's just a lot of variables that go into it, overlapping set times. If you're at one stage and the next artist you want to see is over there, like just be flexible basically. Pick the artist you want to see, pick your non-negotiables, like, okay, I'm not gonna miss this set for nothing type thing. And also too, just keep in mind like crowds and stuff. So the deeper into the crowd that you get, the harder it is to be able to get out and make it to another set on time. So at 3 Points last, a few weeks ago, I was like, I'm gonna split my time between John Summit and I don't even know who the other, I forgot. And so, but I ended up writing the reel for John Summit. There was no getting out of that. I had to stay at that set the entire time, which actually ended up being really, really awesome. So I'm glad, but my plan going into it was like, I'm only gonna see half of John and then I'm gonna go see somebody else. If that didn't happen, I was stuck in there and I was completely fine with it. So just basically be flexible. If you're with a group of friends and you guys are having conflicting sets or just don't want to see the same ones, split up. It is perfectly okay to leave your group. Just because you went with the group, don't feel obligated to stay with them. So this is sometimes why I really like raving alone, because I can just do whatever I want. I can fly around the festival, being free, seeing everybody who I want to see. So if you're with a group, like, it's okay to split up from them. Just establish a meeting point. Like, okay, after this, we'll meet at the macaroni and cheese stand by that stage when we're both done, type thing, you know? So it's okay to split up and explore and listen to the music that you really want to listen to. And also too, just don't be afraid to explore different stages. There are so many stages at EDCO, and some people get so caught up in their artists and they only go to like 1 or 2 stages. Like, go and check out the other ones. You never know what you would discover if you go over and, you know, maybe you might hear something that you like, or even on the way to another stage, and just pop in, like, explore different artists, explore different stages, just be open-minded. I know some people are only like, I want to listen to techno, I'm not leaving Neon Garden. Good for you. Good for you. But for the people that actually do want to explore and get out and not be stuck in one stage all night, get out there, have fun, go listen to new music, discover new artists, and enjoy yourself. All right, so this is a 3-day festival. If you plan on going all 3 days, I know that they do 1-day and 2-day tickets, but if you go all 3 days, and this still applies to the 1-day, 2-day ticket holders, like, this is a marathon, it is not a sprint, so it's okay to take breaks. Like, it's wild that I still see people on TikTok talking about how they never sit down. Like, I guess more power to those people, but I like to sit down. I like to take breaks. I like to get out of the crowd, not only for like bathroom breaks or refilling water, but like, I want to go sit down. I want to eat. Like, I like to eat. I'm gonna eat. So that's what I do. Or get out of the crowd and go get drinks if you're drinking, or just get out of the crowd and take a seat. Or even just taking a break could be even getting out of the crowd to stand in the back. So in general, I don't like getting in the crowd unless I happen to make it to the front and ride the rail, but I want to dance. I'm a shuffler. I like to shuffle. I don't want somebody bumping up and rubbing against me all night. I don't like that. So in general, I just stay in the back, but I do take frequent breaks too. And thankfully, the friends that I rave with now, like, we're all like pretty much all on the same page. We all like to sit down or take breaks. And then if you don't want to do that, cool, split up. That's fine. EDC Orlando Electric Daisy Carnival. Come on. So of course they're gonna have rides. Every EDC does. So I like riding the rides. Not everybody does. I've met people with the attitude like, I'm here for the music, I'm not gonna waste time on rides. Again, good for you. You do you. But if you want to get on rides, go on the rides. Like, I have fun. The good thing about EDCO is that there's not that many, so it's not like a full-on Vegas where there's rides every 3 feet pretty much. But if you want to go on the Ferris wheel or the swings, go ahead and do that. So the earlier in the day that you go, the less of a line. So just keep that in mind, that obviously into the night you may be in line for 1 to 2 hours. So if that's not something you want to do, then don't do it, obviously. But it's just a nice way to split up the music and like take breaks in between sets or whatever it is, just to kind of step back, decompress. Like, rides are a great way to do that. And most importantly, just have fun and be safe. This is a music festival and you're surrounded with your friends or new people that you're meeting, so you want to have a good time. So have fun, let loose, but be responsible. You are responsible for yourself. So don't get so messed up to the point that somebody else has to take care of you, and because that takes away from their experience. Like, we're all adults. This is a privilege to be able to go and rave together and dance all night to our favorite music. So be responsible for yourself. Drink water, take breaks, don't, you know, black out before you get into the festival, because I've done that. And I'm so sorry to the people I've done that too, but like I haven't done that in a long time. Or if you're partaking in substances, like test your stuff, get a test kit before you even go. You know, don't do too much. Just be responsible, take care of yourself. Don't put that burden onto somebody else. And if you know, realize that you went too hard, you're starting to feel sick, you don't feel good, like get yourself to a medic. Tell the people around you, whether they're your friends or not, that you need medical attention. Or if you see somebody that is in distress and needs medical attention as well, help them. If you see somebody that needs water, give them water. Just, we're here to spread the love and be respectful and have fun amongst each other. So let's take care of each other in the process as well, so we can keep having these events and still keep having fun and enjoying them for a long time to come. So yeah, that is it for all of my tips and tricks for your very first EDC Orlando experience. And I hope that you have an amazing time, whether it's this year or you go next year or the year after at some point, because this is truly one of my favorite festivals. I never have a bad time at it. I look forward to it every year, and for sure, as long as I'm living in Florida, I'm gonna go to EDC Orlando. So thank you guys so much for watching. The next vlogs that you'll see, or the next videos that you'll see, will be covering the entire EDC Orlando experience. So thank you so much. Don't forget to follow my channel if you want more festivals, food, and flying content. Like the video, and don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram at electric_Ollie. Bye.